So we have one more example that I want to do. So what if I have r of x equals -4? Okay, what kind of a line is x equals -4?
Why are you?
I have, because that's supposed to be.
-4 on the x-axis.
Yeah, it would be -4 on the x-axis.
It'd be a vertical. It'd be a.
No, -4 on the x-axis would be a vertical. Okay, so -4 on the x-axis would be a vertical line at where? -4. So at -4, you would draw
A straight line.
a straight line up. Make it dotted. Okay.
Oh, I see.
Does everyone see what's happening?
Yes. All the
Okay,
way through.
I have R. Okay, what am I doing? I'm reflecting
Over the y-axis.
over, not the
What do
y-axis,
you do now?
x equals -4. Okay, you don't know, just chill. Okay, we've done the x-axis and the y-axis where we just switched the signs, yes?
Yes.
Now we are going to have to reflect over things that aren't the x-axis and the y-axis. Okay, so when I reflect over this vertical line, are my y's going to change?
Yes.
It's gonna go right this way. Are my y's going to change?
Yes, because you're still.
Are my am I moving it up and down? No. Are my y's going to change?
Yeah.
I don't know.
No.
Stop. No. Okay, my y's are not going to change. Only my x's. I'm taking this image and I'm flipping it over that line. So the y's are not going to change. It's not moving up or down. So we're going to have f prime. Actually, I'll go ahead and write the points because you have them on your paper. I don't. So we have G. And we have H. Gentlemen, I'm not going to put up with it today. And I have J. Yes? So when I reflect, all these points have to be the same distance from that line that they are on the right. They have to be on the left. Okay, so how we do that, we already established that what isn't changing?
The y.
The y. So I'm going to write the y because then I don't try to change it. Good idea?
This is nothing like the rules.
No, this isn't, we're just not just flipping something.
So.
We have to think more about it. Okay, so we'll start with F. How far is F from this line? So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so F prime needs to be on 4 more, yes? So 1, 2, 3, 4. Can you see that yellow?
Yeah.
Okay, so what is my X?
Wouldn't it only be? Why don't you already count the one that's on the line?
Because we're doing spaces. I'm taking 1, 2, 3, 4 steps. How many more steps do I need to take? 1, 2, 3, 4. So what is my X?
-8.
-8. Now I'm going to show you how to do this algebraically in a second. But right now we're just visually seeing it. Would you like me to use a different color besides yellow?
No, it's not.
Okay. So now we're going to do G. So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So how far do I have to go over? 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. What is my X? -10. I probably should put a blue dot on these, huh? So you can see them? Okay. Now I got H. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I need to go what?
8 over.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What's my X?
Negative 12.
Negative 12. How'd you get negative 12?
You added 2.
I kept going negative 2 more, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So now I have to do H. No, J. So J is what? 1, 2. So 1, 2 gives me where?
Negative 6.
Negative 6. So, is it reflected over that line? Yes. Okay, now I am going to give you just a little bit of graph paper today for your homework so you can visualize, like at least put the first one on there, the original. But I don't want to count all the time, do you? Like, so I'm going to count till I get to the line, but watch this. I'll show you something. This right here was one, well, let's go for G. Was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, for G? Well, I want 6 less than negative 4, right? So negative 6 minus 4 gives you what?
Negative 10.
Negative 10.
I just took the original. Wait, well, when you were looking at G, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I took 2 and then negative 4 because G's X is 2.
Mhm.
So that was 6, and I did it.
Okay. So when I had F, it was 1, 2, 3, 4, yes? So negative 4 minus 4 is what?
Negative 8.
Negative 8. H was what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So negative 8, and my line is where? Negative 4, so that's what?
Negative 12.
Negative 12. See how you can do it without counting both ways? Okay, so what if I have R of Y equals 6?
We didn't have it.
That's going to be a what? Horizontal line, right?
Yes.
At 6. That's a crappy 6 line, but it'd be at 6, yes? And would you do the same thing?
Yes.
Are the X's going to change?
Yes.
No.
Are the X's going to change?
No, the Y.
No, the Y's are going to change.
So whatever the variable is that is after 2, you know what I mean? Like.
So if it's
X or
Y,
whatever
so-
that one that is there is going to change.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay, so before I let you go on your own, please listen very carefully. This homework shouldn't take you long, but I want you to take your time and do it correctly. On 17, there is a ton of instructions. There's like, let me tell you exactly. There, on 19, on 19. Okay, starting at 19. Focus on me, please. Okay, there is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 lines of instruction. Okay, there is a whole bunch of instruction. Whole bunch. Okay, and underneath there are 6 problems that they apply to. They say R of x-axis. Do you know how to do that?
Yeah.
Yep. And you have R of y-axis.
Yep.
Do you have rules for that?
Yes.
Yep. Okay, but then they say R of M. What? In these rules, if you read them, they tell you they say M is, and they give you an equation like y equals 3 or x equals 10 or whatever. So instead of writing this on your paper, write R of y equals 3. Would that be easier to look at?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so just remember there's lots of instructions, but everything you need is in those instructions. Don't come and tell me, what's G, Mrs. Nick? I'm going to say, did you read? because you didn't. Okay, then there is one that I want to make sure you know what it is. It says y equals x. So that's like not a horizontal or vertical line, is it? What's my y-intercept on y equals x?
1.
No,
0.
0. Because there's no b here at 0, isn't it? So my y-intercept is 0. What's my slope? 1. So it's the line that does what?
Oh.
It's diagonal.
It's diagonal. I'm not going to help you with that. I want you to see if you can figure out what makes that work. And we'll talk about it tomorrow. Okay? I'm going to give you a little piece of graph paper so you can visualize. It will be helpful to you. But I am going to challenge you with that one. I think it's the only one because the other ones are like horizontal and vertical lines. Okay? So let me go ahead and get to work.